Hello and welcome to another episode of Miracle Monday. I am your host, Ranae, and as always, I am so glad you're here. And if you're here, it is for one thing, and that is miracles. And this episode, I have a really personal, kind of intense, and deeply magical miracle to share with you. So get ready, because we are going to be talking about relationship abuse and finding the love of your life today, and how exactly those two things go together. And this particular story is actually so personal that I reached out to this woman to get her verbal consent to share her story. I won't be sharing her name, but this miracle that she experienced was so powerful and so profound that as soon as I heard it, I knew I absolutely had to share it with you here on Miracle Monday, because this show is all about continuing and perpetuating the miracles that occur in my clients' lives so that they can happen in your life as well. And for this particular woman, I actually didn't hear about this miracle. Oftentimes, I don't hear about the miracles that my clients experience after their soul sessions for many, many months, if ever. And I just actually happened to see this one on Facebook. And again, just knew that I had to share it with you. So let's dive right in. This particular woman, she's out on the East Coast, came to me and was in a really toxic marriage. Really hard marriage. It was one of those situations that just really hurt my heart to see such a beautiful woman and a beautiful soul in, but it was to the point that we had to reschedule our session several times because if her husband was there, it just wasn't plausible to have this session. And it was a deeply controlling relationship in which there was no space for her to shine. Any amount of her coming out and being her full powerful self, connecting with other people, was absolutely a huge no in that relationship. And I'm sharing this because I know that there are some of you watching right now that have either experienced that in the past or are in a relationship right now with someone who is incredibly controlling, who is manipulative, who flips things on you, who keeps you isolated. And if that's you, then this episode is for you. And this courageous woman allowed me to share her story for you. So I hope you're listening, and I hope this blesses you. This woman, when we went into our session, was so brave to even find the time. And that's really what I want to emphasize here, that sometimes all you can do is just listen to the knowing that you're supposed to reach out to someone, or you're supposed to have this session, or you're supposed to use that tool, and you have no idea what ripple effect is going to happen from that. So the number one lesson here from her miracle is follow your first knowing. You don't have to know the rest of the steps, just follow the first knowing, because when she came to me, it was not at all about getting out of the relationship. It was actually just like, what do I do? How do I step more into my soul's purpose? Like, who am I really here to be? How do I be more of myself when I'm in a situation like this? And the second, really the biggest miracle that happened for her was coming home to herself. And I talk about this every week, that one of the beautiful things, the beautiful miracles that I see happen every time someone steps into a soul session is they come face to face with their soul's original blueprint. The original blueprint of who you came here intending to be, and what are the very next steps that you need to take in order to fully embody that blueprint, that image, that vision of who you really are and who you really are here to be and what you're here to do. And oftentimes that comes as one or two really clear steps. And that's super important, because in not all spiritual and healing work do you get tangible steps. A lot of times it can be a little esoteric, a little like, well, in your past life you were a queen, and that's cool, but what's that doing for you right now? And so this woman really grabbed on to her now steps. She really grabbed on to the information that came through for her soul, for her heart, for what she needed right now to step into the most alignment for her. And little did she know that that was going to be the thing that pushed her over the edge to be able to leave this marriage after so long which if you've ever been in an abusive relationship, if you are currently in one, it takes so much courage to leave. There's so much complication that goes on there, and that's again one of the beautiful miracles that I see happen for people, are things that have kept them tied down for years, for sometimes their whole life, are able to get resolved because they're making contact with information straight from their soul and the correct tools and steps to carry out that information after there, so that they can have true freedom. And this woman's freedom came in the form of being able to leave this toxic marriage after so many years. So courageous on her part. And the second miracle that was so beautiful, that I was so excited because it's huge. I mean, it changes everything to go from being in a relationship that sucks the life out of you to getting out, to removing yourself, and to really empowering herself to be whole and complete on her own. And then I found out that she actually ended up meeting the love of her life a couple months later. And that turnaround doesn't happen for everybody, but it did for this beautiful woman. And a large part of that is because she chose to step into that alignment that she found in our session. When you step into alignment, when you follow the knowings, and when you are given access to the correct tools, absolutely incredible miracles are able to unfold. And for this woman, that looked like getting out of her toxic marriage after so many years of control, so many years of emotional manipulation. Not only did she get out of that, but she actually ended up with the love of her life, a man who, in her words, she said, I can't even begin to put into words the way that he loves me, and you wouldn't believe the way that he looks at me. And when I heard that, it just absolutely melted my heart, because I've had an experience of a relationship like that. I wasn't always in this amazing relationship that you see me in. And I'm just continually amazed at these miracles that happen for clients that come through soul sessions, that are just things that absolutely don't make sense, that things that you would think would take years, that I used to think would take years to undo, and that they're able to untangle themselves in absolutely exponential amounts of time. And I am just so grateful today that this brave woman not only chose herself, chose to leave that relationship, found the love of her life, but that she gave me permission and her blessing to share this story with you, so that hopefully you get courage from her story, whether that's because you know you need to leave, whether that's because you know you need to reach out because it's your time for a soul session, whether that's because you've been waiting to find the love of your life and maybe you were starting to give up. Don't give up. Keep believing. Follow what you know you need to do next. And if you don't know what you need to do next, then please send me a message so that I can help you figure out what that step is. Maybe it's a session with me, maybe it's something completely different. But if you don't know what your next step is, please reach out. Don't stay in that place. I would love to be there to help you. I absolutely can. You just have to take the first step. And you never know. This miracle, if anything, is such evidence that you never know what that first step is going to lead to. It could lead to a life that you never dreamed possible for you. And that is always my intention. That's what so many that go through soul sessions experience, is results that they only hoped were possible and oftentimes had totally given up on. So if you're still here and you made it all the way through this video, thank you for staying. And with this miracle and this episode more than ever, please like, comment, share. If you've had a similar experience, I would love to hear it. If you're in this situation, please reach out to me, whether we do any work together or you're just voicing it. If this spoke to your heart, if this was the thing that pushed you over the edge, that was like, I've got to do something, let that something be sending me a message right now. Hop off, go over to Messenger and send me a message so that we can get you started on a path to so much more, on a path to the life and the love that you deserve. As always, I am here to bring you news of miracles, to bring more miracles and more miracle energy into your life so that you can spread the same out into the world, because we need it more than ever. So please take this energy, share it with those around you, share this video so that more people can have access to miracles like this, and send this brave woman a whole lot of love, as I will be doing the same. I will see you next Monday right here for more miracles on Miracle Monday. Mwah.